What's going down, guys? Got some team deathmatch on Karachi here. I'm using an AK-47 and a PP2K with extended mags, I think. No attachment on the AK-47 because you don't really want an attachment, you don't really need one, and also because any attachment on the AK actually adds idle sway, except the ACOG scope, which adds a ton of recoil instead, so you're better off for long range without any attachment. And I think I'm using Sleight of Hand Pro, Stopping Power Pro, and Sit Rep Pro. A pretty standard setup, except for the Sit Rep Pro part. This part's BS, I reckon. I mean, this guy's lagging like hell. I think I'm the host, and you know, he lags around a corner, and I don't see him because he's teleporting everywhere. But whatever. Modern Warfare 2 is a good game. Didn't need dedicated servers or anything. Anyway, as I was saying, Sit Rep Pro, I think it's the best third perk in the game, with the exception of if you're rushing. If you're rushing, generally Ninja Pro is better because, assuming that the other team is, for the most part, camping, they're probably going to be sound whoring, and even if they're not, you can still kind of hear footsteps, even if you're not really paying attention to it. So Ninja Pro is better for that aspect because Sit Rep Pro, I should say, only works if the other team is actually moving. So, because I mean, if they're camping, you're not going to hear their footsteps anyway. So, it's better to use against more rush-friendly teams, I guess. And yeah, it really works in this situation. You can say I'm playing pretty defensive. I was actually pretty surprised at how defensive I was playing because generally I don't really enjoy doing this. But I mean, it worked. I mean, this gameplay is a few months old, so I probably started playing differently around the end. Cause, you know, I don't play Modern Warfare 2 anymore. All the gameplays I put up are pretty old because the game is just, it's pretty broken. I mean, it's a good game, but at its core, it's a really good game. But there are just too many issues with it that completely ruin it for me, and for most hardcore gamers, I think as well. Because even on consoles, where they wouldn't have had dedicated servers anyway, for the most part, they don't like it. Oh snap! A triple with the Harrier strike. Yeah, if you want to get good Harrier strikes or good what are they called? That 6 kill streak that no one ever uses, the actual airstrike. Yeah, the airstrike, the one with 3 sets of bombs, I think, instead of 2. Yeah, if you want to get good hits with those, unless you have a UAV up, try and, you know, think about where they're spawning. Don't just wait for a random person to fire their gun. If you kind of know the area which they're spawning, just put it on top of there, and generally you get pretty good number of kills. At least 1 anyway, usually. Sometimes you get unlucky, but you know, that's the way the game is. I think we just got EMP'd by a care package. And who doesn't love Modern Warfare 2 when they get, you know, when the other team gets a guy with a care package and he gets a chopper gunner, an AC-130, or an EMP like just now. I mean, even though I'm really excited for Black Ops, it has care packages back, which kind of sucks, I think, because I mean, they give the same, you know, the same kind of kill streak rewards that they had in Modern Warfare 2. I was watching some leaked gameplay from the beta, and a guy got a chopper gunner from a care package. And even though kill streak's a little more balanced, I still think it's, you know, if you don't deserve if you didn't get the high kill streak yourself, you don't deserve it, so you shouldn't really get it. But I guess it caters for players who, you know, maybe don't play as much, so I can't complain too much. Yeah, Black Ops, I'm pumped as hell for that. Can't really wait 2 more weeks. Because right now, yeah, I don't play Modern Warfare 2 anymore, so I play some bad comedy 2 in my spare time, but other than that, I don't really have much to play. It kind of sucks. I'm actually thinking of playing this again because, you know, I always watch some gameplays and I never actually play it anymore. And this is a pretty bad AC-130. This team actually knew how to kind of deal with air support because aside from shooting air support down, I've never seen a team that actually all went inside a building and just hid, which is the easiest way to deal with air support. Just don't go outside, and it surprises me that no one, almost no one does that. It's just, logic, but I guess the average CoD player isn't too great, so as long as they're on my team, I don't mind too much. If it gets me free kills, I'll take it. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have run out here. Bad mistake. Got an unnecessary death. Yeah, even though I got that death, something I wanted to talk about was kill death ratio. Like, if I'm putting a video up, does it really matter about the kill death ratio as long as the gameplay is pretty exciting? Because in team deathmatch, especially, a lot of people think it's your kill death ratio that matters, but it really doesn't. What matters is your kill death spread, which is your kills minus your deaths. So, I mean, the guy who goes 30 and 10 is more valuable to his team than a guy who goes 5 and 1. Even though the guy who goes 30 and 10 has a 3 KD, and the guy who goes 5 and 1 is a 5 KD. But the guy who goes 30 and 10, it gives your team an advantage of 2,000 points, while the guy who goes 5 and 1 only gives your team an advantage of 400 points. But anyway, that's the game. Let me know if kill death ratio really matters, and thanks for watching. I'll see you later.